Hey, what's up? What's up, you guys?
Hey.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode, a new episode, a beginning episode of Can We Talk Sports? I am Karen. I am so excited for today. We are starting a new series called Sports Mom National Day Series, and we're kicking it off by celebrating our swim moms. Hey, you guys.
Yeah.
You know
Yay.
what,
What's up,
you guys?
everybody?
Yes. So let me go ahead and let you guys introduce yourself. Like I say, I am Karen. I consider myself as a community person. I love my community here in Texas, and I love my kids who are in my community. So who's up next, Shannon?
What's up,
I,
everybody? This is your girl, Shannon. How y'all doing out here? Listen, this heat has been like brutal, but we making it here in Dallas, Texas. I miss my girls.
Absolutely. Yes. Hi, everyone. I am Kawashika. I am an all around sports mom. Excited about the women that we're going to hear today. Let's go. Let's have fun.
Well, hey, ladies, it's me. I'm Sonia, but known to you as Big Mama. Um, it's been like Shannon said, the heat is something. But a little known fact: Big Mama is a ex-swim mom. I don't know, once a swim mom, always a swim mom. Okay, well, yes, indeed, that was one of my sports for my children. But so listen, everybody, we got something to say. Swim moms, we see you, we honor you, and we are turning up for you.
Yes.
Hey, yes, indeed.
Yes. So let me just tell you.
So, real quick, before we get started, let me jump in real quick, Karen, just to let everybody know. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube at Can We Talk Sports. If you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. But if you're tuning in on Facebook, make sure to like, comment, and share the video with your friends. Tag a swim mom. Invite them to join us live.
All right. So I just want to tell a little bit why we started this initiative of celebrating Swim Mom because on Facebook, a lot of times there are things that go across my feed, and so you see all these national days. You see National Chocolate Day, National Moon Day, all these different national days, and I'm like, okay, we need to get
Chocolate
some
Day.
old mom.
Ice cream day is today.
Okay. I was like, we need to recognize some more Moms Day, especially in the sport, because we're not being recognized. We're not being celebrated like we should be celebrated. So we're gonna start celebrating ourselves. So I'm so excited about this series of going down the road of celebrating. It's about celebrating everything you do.
That's
I
right.
mean, God, the glory for every little thing that you do. And then it's about sharing those stories, sharing that history, sharing it, educate someone else. So that's the reason why we are doing this series tonight.
Wow.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Good thing.
I think that swim moms, they don't get enough credit, and it's a sport that's really. I'll tell you this. So my son, my oldest son, is in a movie, and actually a series. And my dad, when they were all kids, all my kids, he made me. He paid for every one of them to take swim lessons. And I actually wanted one of them to be. I think I wanted Jaden to be like a diver, right? Like I was like, I think she could do that. She could be one of them. But yeah, it didn't go that way. So anyway, make a long story short, um, his one of his scenes is a swim scene, and it was funny
Wow.
because he's in his 30s, right? So he was a kid. And I mean, that joker dived in the pool like he just was a national swimmer. He just dived in. And I was like, oh, okay, Jordan. But, it came in handy. But at the same time, swimming should be mandatory as kids, period. You know what I mean? You may
Yes.
not make it a sport that you do, but I think it should be mandatory because you got so many kids that go to the lake, you got so many kids that swim, you know what I'm saying? You have so many different swimming is not easy. That's a different kind of sport.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
cardio, you got to learn how to breathe, you got to learn how to take, in between take breaths, like, and the fear of the water, you know what I mean? So I'm so interested to really talk to the moms and their journey with their athletes as swimmers. I think this is going to be really good.
Absolutely. Now,
Yes.
let me say this. Now, if you're a Gen X, you went swimming. You went to the YMCA. You listen, that's all we did outside. I don't know about now, but when we was kids, so it was like something that we did over the summer. So yeah, and I'm with you, Shannon. Like the kids need to know how to swim because you hear the stories where they went to someone's pool and somebody pushed them in, and the kids didn't know how
Yeah.
to drown, and I mean they drowned actually. They didn't know how to swim, and so yeah, that should be part. And matter of fact, I'm gonna have to put my kids in swimming. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
excited. I'm excited. I can't wait to hear the swim moms.
And the other thing about that is, I'm not going to be funny, y'all. Now, swimming and was a whole different kind of side of the fence, right? You know what I'm about to say because you didn't see that many of us swimming because we didn't want to get that perm, we didn't want to get our hair, and then then you had to go get the pressing comb because grandma was gonna get them edges. So every time you thought about swimming, you thought about that pressing comb.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I was an
What
outsider.
was that? You
We
created
went
drama,
swimming
trauma
every
for us,
day.
huh?
Yeah, we went
Oh
swimming
yeah,
every day. That
Uh-uh.
was the thing to do. That
No.
was the thing to do. The girls and boys club. What?
yeah. But
What?
you still Kowalska, but you still thought about it because you thought, okay, I go swim, mess my hair up. Okay, grandma, they gotta wash
I was a
it,
little
then they gotta
tomboy.
press it. Oh, just the thought
Yeah,
of it. So
but
yeah,
nowadays, it's funny though because I can't see myself swimming. All that swimming I did back then, I cannot see. I think I would stay in the 3 feet. I honestly would. We would
Well,
jump.
down
Listen,
in the
let me tell
country
you
where
how
me and
ruthless.
Karen was, there was no boys and girls club. So it
Right.
was kind of like
Oh, okay.
you had to be transported to somewhere else if your parent thought enough that you needed to learn how to swim,
Oh,
if
gotcha.
not to another
Okay.
city.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah,
definitely was something for us
I got you. Yeah,
at that
the
time.
YMC was very popular. They should be still popular, but that was the thing.
When
but now
I was coming up, I'm from Louisiana. So when I was coming up, I took swimming lessons. My mom made sure that I took swimming lessons. And at that time, it was at a local park. And I'm sure all of you know Ronnie Coleman, Mr. 10-time Mr. Olympia. Ronnie Coleman was the swim trainer. There was no way I was going to miss class.
Mm.
I was going to be there so Ronnie Coleman could throw me in the water. Me and my friends to pretend to drown. He had to come rescue us. At
oh
that time, he was at Grambling. We're young girls, right? But he was a lifeguard there, and he was teaching us how to swim. And needless to say, I learned how to swim, and unforgettable times. But
Okay.
certainly keep your prayers up for him. He was suffering some medical issues. And so our whole city, all of us, the Graham fam, everyone is praying for him for a speedy recovery. But yeah, I enjoyed swimming lessons. I'm like, can I go back to the next session? My mom like, but you got a certificate. But I think I might need to go back.
big mama.
That's
Oh my God. Y'all are so
tell the
funny.
truth, the whole truth.
Yes.
So I'm excited, you guys. Let's go ahead and bring our guests on the show because if y'all got some stories, I know they got some stories.
Oh yes, yes.
Welcome to the stage, ladies.
Hello,
Welcome,
ladies.
welcome, welcome.
Hey, hey,
Absolutely.
wait, there one more. Yay, welcome to
Yay,
the
hello.
honor you guys today. Excuse me, I had my grandbaby and now I got a cough. You have to excuse me. So let's go ahead and let you guys start by introducing yourself. Tamaya, how about you go ahead and tell us who you are?
Hi, I'm Samaya Brand. I'm located in Colorado and I have 4 babies. And we originally got into swim just off of kind of the caveat off of your conversation, just because I felt like it was the thing to do. I wanted my babies to have the fundamentals of swimming. I wanted them to understand we have fun in water, but this is how we do it safely. And I wanted them to understand how to do it correctly. Um, my mother put us in swimming lessons when we were a little older, and I would consider myself a weak swimmer, and my youngest sister is a very strong swimmer. So she was elementary. So I just kind of had that thought from childhood. When I have kids, that's going to be our first task of business. So all my babies started swimming at 6 months, and then going into the sport of swimming, it just kind of came natural because when you're there at swimming lessons, I felt like it, but it worked. I felt like it's kind of that bite. They just kind of, hey, have you ever heard of or thought of putting them on a swim team? And, because they promote keeping you there, if that makes sense.
Of course.
And I was like, you know what? That's nice. Not that I think that, you would lose the skill of swimming, but yeah, let's try that out. And so now 2 of my 4 are on swim team, and with my oldest that actually goes into swim meets.
Wow.
That's amazing.
All right. How about you, Tanisha?
So hello everybody. I am Tanisha. I am I am a late blooming mom. I have 2 children, but I had my first child, I was almost 30, and my second child way in my 30s. But I have a 15-year-old who is a swimmer. He also has autism. So our journey was a little bit different. My 15-year-old, he was a kid that I didn't have to do anything because he could look at something and replicate it. So I was a single mom. I lived in an apartment complex that had a pool, and summertime, he's a summer baby. We just always went to the pool. He's always been tall. He was 9 pounds when he was born.
Wow.
So by the time he was like 2, he was almost about 4 feet tall. So he could stand up in the water by himself. He's been a giant all his life. He's almost 6 feet now. So he taught himself to swim. And then my best friend's mom, she grew up with a pool, and her thing was every child that she knows will learn how to swim. And so for him, since he knew how to swim, it was refining those swimming skills to where he can at least be a lifeguard, because like I heard somebody say, in our community, you don't see much of that. And so representation is a big thing. I'm in the South. And at the time we were living in the Gullah Geechee corridor where, there's a lot of water, but there's also not that many African-American swimmers that I've seen. And so he has just blossomed from there. He is on his high school swim team. He was just inducted into the school archives as one of the fastest relay swimmers in the school's history. Thank you. And he's also on the USA Swim Club. And we just competed in our first Georgia State swim meet. And he placed first in the butterfly 50 meters. He placed second in 50-meter freestyle, 100-meter freestyle, and the 100-meter IM. Yeah, he's about 6 seconds shy of qualifying for the Olympic trials. So we are excited. We are excited. All on his own, all of his own motivation. He gets up in the morning and rides his bicycle to practice. So I can't swim though. I'm not gonna lie. Sounds beautiful. It's a beautiful story, but it's not my story. And I went to swimming lessons every summer, y'all. Every summer, my grandmother put us in swimming lessons, and the instructor's job was to chase me around the pool. My sister and brother are excellent swimmers. And because I was born with heart problems, I had open heart surgery at like 12 years old. They didn't press the issue with me, but I wish they did. So that's me.
All right, Miss Nikki, you're up.
That's an amazing story.
Yes,
Yeah.
great story. Hi, I'm Nikki Bryant. I want to say I'm a new swim mom because my daughter was considered like a multi athlete, but has become like, high on the list of things that she just loves to compete in.
Oh,
Uh,
Nick, you're going in and out, I think.
oh, can you hear me?
Okay, try now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I was saying that my daughter is was considered a multi. She does a bunch of sports, but um, swimming has moved to the top of the list as like one of her favorites. And so um, she started out. She had finished her soccer season, and we were just finding something to kind of keep her in shape until track season started. We all know like swimming is like a life skill as well. And so my husband was like, hey, I want her to go in the swimming league. I want her to like know how to swim, do a party, keep her in shape. Long story short, she's been with her the club here in Dallas. Fallen in love with the actual sport of swimming during swimming lessons. And so that was needed to actually learn all the strokes, all the everything to qualify for a spot on the competitive team. So now she's been in the club that's here in Dallas for almost about a year now. And she loves it. Her favorite stroke is the butterfly. That's her favorite. She knows all four. Breaststroke is her least favorite, but she knows how to do it. But butterfly, like that's her thing. And so I myself, I know how to swim, but I'm not the greatest. And all of my kids know how to swim. I have three daughters, but none of us can do what she does. But she loves it, absolutely loves it, love it, and I love it too. It's new to me, and I love seeing how it's becoming more popular, especially in our community. Every time I go to the community, I see more and more of us, and so I love that. Whether it's boys or girls, I love that. Younger, older, all of that. So it's been great to see what the human body can do in the water. It's just a whole nother world. And so I love it. I love it. I mean, we have the late nights, early morning. Her coaches are great. They take their time with her. They literally took her from scratch to where she is now, and I would not change a thing. Actually, I wish I would have did it with my older two girls too now. But to say the least, though, I mean, it's a great, great sport. Like I said, it's a life skill, and I'm just excited to see where it's taking her.
Hey, thank you, Nikki. Hey, Nikki, can you do me a favor? Can you log out and come back in and see if we can hear you better on your phone? Because you were kind of going in and out. Because
Okay.
I want to definitely make sure we hear you. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Miss Dixon.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Anja. Yeah.
Yeah.
Loud
Can
and
you hear
clear.
me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, great. So my journey as a swim mom. I have two sweet boys. I call them my pumpkins. Little big pumpkin, little pumpkin. I have one that is 9 years old. That is our swim team. They have the various levels. It's novice, then it's a bronze, silver, platinum, and then I have a 13-year-old that silver level. So I have two boys, and actually, I grew up in the Midwest, and we have a lot of lakes and rivers and pools. And so for us, you swim in everything and anything. My father actually was a swimmer. And way back in high school, he was like captain of the swim team, things like that. We just grew up swimming. So that was just kind of our thing. Every summer at the pool, when we were at various camps, you always went to the pool. So as my oldest, who is now 13, he was probably around 8. And he was actually watching the Olympics with my mom, his grandma, and he saw Michael Phelps and them swimming, and he was like, "Granny, I want to do that." He's like, "I'm going to do that." And so we were like, okay. So we put him in swim lessons. So it went from there. A lot of us swim moms that were hanging around the pool who also knew how to swim. at the YMCA. Our director, Lisa, said, hey, I need some more mature staff to help with lessons, help coach the team. Our team is called the Barracudas. And also to lifeguard, because it's mostly just high school kids and they have things that come up and I need staff. So they're like, you're here anyway, you might as well do it and get paid for it. So that's kind of how we also got into, we pretty much live there. Our swim team practices Monday through Friday, every day of the week. And so we're there all the time. When I'm teaching, I'm there pretty much at least 3 times a week on Saturdays. And then of course we have swim meets. And then I have always swum, but I got back into swimming a little bit more after I had a surgery. I had some nerve damage. They went in. There were some things, and it was more of a therapy for me. But it kind of messed up my eyesight a little bit. I had kind of learning the walking, things like that again. And so kind of walking in the pool. But my goal was to get me back to kind of 100%, because they were like, oh, we could probably give you back to 70%. But you shouldn't go running, shouldn't do this and that. I'm like, no, I need to be back to 100%. So my goal was to go ahead and do my lifeguard certification and get back. And so my oldest, who's now 13, Carter, he helped me with that. And then Kennedy, my little one, just liked to play as we were training for it. And so that was my goal, to get me back into it. And I think the largest challenge in that was doing the deep dive where you have to like get a person and get a brick, but I made it through. And so yeah, so that was my goal, to get back in there. And that was my goal at the end of that therapy, because I'm like, I'm going to get back. So going from, when the surgery, they got in there and they're like, oh, there was some bruised nerves, and that can really knock out. One day you're driving, one day you're walking with the walker, and kind of get back to the normal. And I'm like, I'm going to do this. And I think I hear a lot of you moms saying, oh, well, I took swimming lessons, or now I can't swim, or I'm going to get back into swimming. But I really, really encourage a lot of adults to take swim lessons. At the YMCA, your local Y, we have a lot of adults in classes, and we do the classes all the way down to the parent baby classes, which is where my little one started. And when I teach that class, a lot of parents are like, do you have lessons? And I'm like, yeah, you should come to the lessons. They're like, oh no, I'm embarrassed. And so we try to talk them into that. So we have a pretty full class now at our Ys. I was telling Karen earlier, about 20 something people. And it's great, because you realize a lot of people, and I had to tell a dad, I was very frank with him. He's like, well, it's just too embarrassing. I'm not going to do that. I said, well, it's more embarrassing if you can't jump in and save your toddler. That's the reality of it. We see a lot of that, and the parents are sitting there screaming they can't. Also, at least, we try to teach them water safety, how to tread water. And what I really like, I'm very grateful for our director, Lisa Dyer, because she worked very hard, and we're hoping to maybe do this again, to get a grant to have our local Boys and Girls Club come over to teach the kids how to swim. There are a lot of kids in the community that won't ever get a chance to take lessons and learn how to swim. Maybe not go to the pool as much because their parents have a fear. And then there are a lot of kids, especially, in Black and brown communities, that may not have pools or have the access, and they don't know how to swim. And there's known facts that a lot of men, especially African-American men, are scared of water. And they don't know how to swim. So, we really want to kind of tackle that. Oh, what was that?
They won't even take a cruise. They so fearful.
You're right. So we want to change those statistics, and I think it's very, very important that we encourage them when we make everyone feel comfortable, and that they, hey, you can always go to your local Y. There's a Y almost everywhere, or your Optimist Club, or Boys and Girls Club. They have a lot of programs for parents and kids, and so I really, really encourage that, or grab a friend, So listen, we are busy with
coach offered me free swim lessons. I went one day and quit. That was last summer. So.
Oh no.
I told my oldest, if your little brother's going on to save him, I've had a great life. Okay.
The other thing I want to say for your kids is that also, it's a job later, right? So a lot of our kids that swim, they can go on and they have a job, as well. And then they go on to college. They have a job lifeguarding. And I don't know if you saw in the news last year, there was a shortage of lifeguards for our beaches and things everywhere. And it's a real issue. And so there's been a push to make it a career, and it is a career that you can have, but there's a huge shortage, which means we won't be able to have not only beaches open, but a lot of areas have closed pools after COVID because they don't have any staff. So.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Tanisha, what is your fear of swimming?
So I feel like some of us were born with fins and some of us were born with legs. I'm a runner now. I was a track star, state
Yeah.
champion, college champion. I
Oh, she said fins and legs.
don't have no fins. I don't have no fins. I can run now. I can
I
run.
like that.
I can run you down 4 miles a
Right.
day. I'm good. But getting in that water, no, I can't.
Tanisha, as a track, did you run? Have you ever ran in the water? Because our track team, our Lincoln, our
I did.
university track team, they train in the water,
Yeah,
and that overcomes some of their fears.
I had knee surgery my freshman year of college. After my first season, and I had to do my PT in the water. So I've done all that. I went to a DOD school as a child, and we had to take swimming every morning. I got in, but I cannot swim.
All right. Now we got Nikki back. Nikki, go ahead and let us hear your story again. I'm gonna be like you. Oh, I can't hear
You're on
you.
mute.
Now we can't hear you at all.
Are you on mute?
No, she's not muted. Well, she is now. Now,
I can't hear you, but we see you.
yeah, you're not muted. Turn your volume up, maybe.
Oh.
No, we can't hear you at all.
Oh.
But you're not muted. It does not show you're muted.
3 times the charm. One more time. Go back and come back.
Maybe by then we'll have Tanisha signed up for classes.
When you go
Listen, the
out,
classes are there. The coaches offer them to me.
let me see, Nikki. When you go out, make sure you exit out the other browsers and then start a fresh one. And maybe Chrome. Oh, she gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, listen. The show is gonna keep going on and on. I'm loving y'all stories.
Yeah.
Listen, we so used to hearing football, track, and
Yeah.
volleyball, but yes, it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, but that YMCA, like she said, it's a YMCA probably everywhere, and that's where we started. We started there.
Yeah. Kawashi, you gonna go ahead and start Would You Rather?
Oh, I was being nice. I'm waiting on her to tell her story.
Okay.
Start on Would You Rather?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Here she comes. We're gonna
Come
see
on.
what happened now.
I think it'll work.
Are you talking?
Oh,
No, it's muffled.
No.
Did you check your speaker settings to see if it's a? Let's see.
Yeah, maybe her settings then. Because at first we can hear her, it was just going in and out.
Yeah.
Nikki, are you still on your phone or on a computer?
Oh, the computer.
Computer.
Yeah. So I was saying if you did come back on your phone, do you have some earplugs? And maybe that will help with staying in if you did it on the phone. But most of the time you have to go to the sound. Okay. It's something about making the name of the speaker mic the same as the broadcast or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I do it on the phone. I want to do it on the computer, but it started lagging for me.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, let's do this. Let's go ahead and get into our game. I'm like I said, the amazing story.
Okay, she coming in on another one. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
I'm back on the phone.
Okay, we can hear you better. Okay, go ahead, tell her.
I'm back on the phone though, so can y'all hear me and see me?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see. Go ahead and tell us about that.
Keep the phone real still and we can probably hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold your left leg up.
Hear me?
Tilt your head to the right.
None of it.
We couldn't really hear any of it, but we heard part of it about the favorite strokes, and that was about all we heard, like about a snippet.
Okay, I'll put the phone like down.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So yes, I was saying that my daughter started out in lessons, and she ended up really liking, just being in the water. She told me that she feels free being in the water. And as she continued lessons, she wanted to find out if they had a team or if it was like just more than being a lesson. And so they absolutely had teams. And she asked what it was, what was required to try out. And by that time, our lessons were ending. And so she wanted to learn whatever it was to get on the team. And so the requirements were like you had to learn all four strokes in order to actually make a spot on the team. And so she did that. She worked hard all summer, morning, noon, and night. We have a pool here in where we live at. She would jump in there and work on it. And so she got the green light to where she made a team. And so the club itself is a USA club here in Dallas, and she's been competing for about a year now as a competitive swimmer, and she loves it. She loves it. Her favorite stroke is the butterfly stroke. Her least favorite is the breaststroke. But the butterfly stroke is, I mean, I think that's gonna be her one. But she loves it. I love the sport itself. Like I said, it's a life skill. My husband was the one that wanted to get her in the water to get in shape initially anyway, and now he's on board with being a swim dad too. So
Okay.
yes, so now she has both of us, getting up early, taking her to practices. We're out there on the deck with her. We're soaking up the chlorine with her at the swim meet.
I
Um,
love it.
yes, so but it's been nice to kind of more of us get into the sport of swimming, and just learning.
Absolutely.
And so every time, we go to a swim meet, my husband's like, "Oh, we see it, there we go," like, and it's boys, girls, all of that, and so it's been great. My daughter's 13, and she has absolutely said like she wants to be part of this journey to take her like all the way through college and everything. And so
Cool.
great. So we'll see. She's only 13 and she's still a multi athlete, but swimming has kind of like rose itself to the top for her as well, along with her other sports too. So we'll see what comes of it, but I do love the journey. And it's like I said, just seeing what just the human body can do
Mhm.
Mhm.
the water and just how much joy you get out of just watching your kid go from just lessons to competing. It's been great. So I wouldn't change anything. It's been awesome.
Wonderful.
Awesome, awesome. Well, ladies, let's get time to play this game. Are y'all ready? Are y'all
Ready?
Yeah.
ready? Let's have some fun. Now, we have this game called Would You Rather. Okay. And so we're going to do Would You Rather swim style. All right. Let's see who I want to pick first. I'm going to pick Tanisha.
Are you
Oh, I'm
sure?
sorry. Let me put my glasses back on so I can be
It's
back in
easy. It's
step.
easy, Tanisha.
All right, baby. Come on.
Okay. All right. So, would you rather swim in a cold outdoor pool or a hot indoor pool? Or just get in the
Mm.
water? It cold or hot?
Okay, so we're gonna take the swimming part out, but would I get
Yeah,
in the
that's what I say.
water?
Just get in the water.
Look at the water.
Is it
You still
summer
can get in
or
the swimming
winter?
pool.
Is it summer or winter?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, it's rather well, let's say summer. Let's say summer.
Yeah.
Cold.
Cold. Okay.
Uh,
All right. All
You're going
right.
to the change of life. It's got to be cold.
It gotta be
Sorry.
cold.
Yeah.
all right, I got one for tonight. Would you rather swim 100 laps without goggles or 50 laps with a leaky pair?
Oh, I'm gonna
Swim
have to take the leaky pair. I'm gonna need the
okay.
Yeah.
All right, you big mama.
Anjali,
Yes.
would you rather compete in the Olympics or coach an Olympic champion?
Oh, that's a hard one. I think I would rather coach.
All righty, coaching
I enjoy
Olympic.
assisting and seeing their success. Yeah, their success.
Yeah, sounds good.
Nikki,
Yes.
would you rather have your mom as your swim coach or your biggest cheerleader in the stands?
Oh, the biggest cheerleader in the stands. My mom can't
Yes.
nothing in the water. Cheerleader for sure.
All right, Tanisha, would you rather train in a pool with no lane lines or no wall to push off?
Jesus.
Oh,
Is there ground to stand on?
like is it a blow up pool?
She making sure.
Tanisha always need
I'm
more
gonna push.
information.
I'm gonna push. I don't know how far we going, but if I can stand up, I'm good.
She'll push off the wall.
The lanes don't matter because I ain't gonna make it. So
It's been bottomless.
Tamaya, would you rather swim a relay with your best friends or solo and break a record?
Solo and break a record.
Do you hear me? So yes. Y'all come celebrate with me, but I'm doing this one.
Hello.
Oh wow.
You got one more, Kawashka?
Is one more?
Yeah,
Jolie.
Who is it? Who left?
Angela and Nikki.
All right, Angelique. Would you rather practice starts all day or swim butterfly drills nonstop for an hour? So would you rather have practice all day basically or swim butterfly drills nonstop for an hour?
Practice all day.
Okay.
Butterflies my least favorite. My least favorite stroke. It's my most challenging stroke for me. So I
Yeah.
think the most.
All right.
Okay, Nikki, would you rather swim in open water, which is a lake or ocean, or a crystal clear competition pool?
Open water.
Open water, really?
Really?
That would come in.
So swimming in
Open water with the gators and all. Okay, then. Go
Not
ahead,
big mama.
Nikki.
maybe
I'm
that's
over there, Tanisha. We're gonna sit this one out. We're gonna watch. We're gonna cheer for Nikki in the open water.
we gonna coach her. We gonna coach. You got it, girl.
Yes.
All right, ladies. Thank you guys for playing along with Would You Rather game. And so now we're going to just kind of jump in some questions about your journey. And so I'm going to start it off. I just want to know how expensive it is to be a swim mom and to swim. You know, a lot of the sports with training, getting coaches, and just the dues to golf or to play a sport is very expensive. So kind of shed some light on how expensive it is in the swim world.
I can start with myself. So my daughter is with a USA club. So we have like I would say you pay your monthly dues there, but you pay for like your swim meet, you know, the fees. But we also, like I said, she's only been doing this year. So I feel like when we're probably playing catch up to people that have been swimming like longer or starting younger. So we also do like private lessons as well, just so she can kind of work on her stroke one on one. And so that can get pricey as well. And then depending on where you go, the travel fee, you know, like the hotels and all of that could be pricey.
Anyone else?
I think like Nikki said, we have our monthly dues. I don't know how some of the other teams work, but you do have to be a member, do a membership for our Y to be part of the swim team. Is kind of how ours works. So you have that you pay on top of that with a monthly fee. And then the more kids you have on the swim team, you have a discounted price. So that's very helpful. And then, of course, you have your gear, your jammers, your goggles, your coats and warm-ups and things that they need. And And then of course hotel if you have swim meets. So there's so many required swim meets in order for you to do qualify for regionals and such. So I think for me, my boys they do swim. They play on 3 baseball teams, travel football teams each. They're also football players, basketball players, and like scouts and things. So I think the least expensive for me is probably swim. I'm going to say. Because, think about it, like we just did the World Series. I was sharing with y'all earlier for baseball just this weekend. And for my one, they needed new turf shoes. It was a wood bat tournament. So you need another wood bat, all of that. And easily just for a 2-day tournament, you're going to turn around and you spend about $350 on just the gear they need.
Yeah.
So, and swim, you may spend that in 2 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for gear, you know what I mean? So it's a lot cheaper,
Y'all must have slow growing kids because
I give birth to giants. My 13-year-old 6'2", and my and wears a size 14 shoe, and my 9-year-old is about almost 5 feet and wears a 9.5 bed. So I do but it's still cheaper than baseball because you need this, that,
Well, baseball bats are expensive. You're right, because my son's one bat was like $350.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, like for me, I'm gonna be honest. It's expensive. Swimming is expensive, like everybody else has said. You got your monthly dues. We're on 2 different swim teams because he swims with the high school and then he swims with the USA Club. And then we're also multi-sports. He does track and cross country.
Yeah.
And so we're rolling year round. But I have a great community. What we typically do is sponsorships and grandparents get involved. This year we for the Georgia State meet, our family literally packed the stands. So I'm able to cushion a lot of my costs with my village because they have been amazing. And so it's expensive, but I've been fortunate. I really have.
So when you say expensive, what is that number? What do you consider expensive? Like, to play Little League, it's about $200 for a kid to play Little League. And then if you go get some private lessons, that might be $100 an hour. So when you say expensive, what are you looking at over a year's time that you would expend? So those moms out there who are thinking about getting into this sports, they will have, they have an idea of what it's going to cost them.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know how much we spend in a year. I could probably give you in a week. Like they said, my son grows out of his stuff really quick because we're swimming. He has 2 practices a day. Again, he's autistic, so he has a lot of sensory needs and stuff like that. So we're constantly refreshing gear. If the letters come off of it, he doesn't like it. So we're replacing a lot of things. Travel, I don't miss a meet. I go to every single meet. So weekly, we probably spend somewhere between $350, $500.
Really?
$350, $500 for swim. Yeah. Because with the USA team, like I think Nikki said, you pay to swim at that meet. So you'll pay a monthly fee, and then you got to pay for meet fees. So if you have a couple meets a week, one meet can range $40, $50. It just depends on what we're doing. Then you got the cost of travel. If you're staying overnight, is it a 2-day meet? Listen, I wasn't prepared for this. Okay. I wasn't
Tanisha's right. Probably for those, if they're at that level, they do pay more. So probably, on the low end, you may pay, because our total fee, because we're assessing fee every month, is about $600 total a year for our club. If you have a kid that's like novice, right? Or maybe silver. And that may include a couple meets, minimum like 3 meets, and then not counting regionals and things like that. So you may spend about $2,500 a year if you kind of stay around your stay, not out of stay. But for you all, it may be more like $5,000 a year.
Yeah, he's considered a senior swimmer. He's past. He's a level past gold. Like he's the highest level.
Yeah,
so
like platinum.
Yeah.
That's so I was going to ask you. I wonder if you had to get older. Like I said, my daughter's 13. And so she probably has a while before going to like senior level.
No, my son just turned 15 2 weeks ago. So he was swimming senior. He's a senior swimmer on his team, even for the 14-year-olds.
Okay.
So just 2 weeks ago we switched into the 15, 18-year-olds, and he's rocking that division. So no, I wouldn't put an age limit on it. I really wouldn't put an age limit on it.
Okay, yeah, because my daughter, she just moved up levels. Well, she moved up after like 3 months of making the team, from like the white bronze level to silver level. She's gonna work her up to like the next silver level and
I
but
can't hear.
because she does multiple sports,
Hmm.
basketball, track, she plays soccer, um, and so she's a multi. So we're just now like, okay, girl, at some point you got to pick one, because she'll be in high school next year.
Good luck.
Hey, Karen, can I see a comment down there? Maybe Tanisha wants to answer
Yeah.
for her son as well. I'm going to answer for the classes that we would do where Lawanda says that her nephew's autistic and loves water. I know we have an adaptive swim program that we do a series of classes just for those who want lessons. Also, I used to work for Easter Seals headquarters. Easter Seals works with the Y in different locations, and they have programs for kids with autism and parents to work with their kids in the water. Maybe Tanisha can answer, though, because yours is on the actual swim team and not just lessons of different techniques and things that they use as far as sensory.
Yeah. So I think that just kind of like over the years, so let me give some background. I'm a therapist. I'm a licensed therapist as well. So over the years, I've kind of just automatically tapped into like what he needs, so it doesn't become a big deal. So for sensory wise, for us, the only thing that really is a bother for him is if his jammers aren't tight enough, because he likes to be super snug. And so we've gone from jammers to speedos because he has these huge muscular legs. And then making sure, like, when you know how on your uniform the labels are like that peel off kind of material, they're not the tag. He does, everything must be tagless. Once those letters start to crack, he does not like it. Immediate showers after each swim because he doesn't like the smell of chlorine on his body. So just stuff like that. I think for each child on the spectrum is different. I would definitely say just be aware of what your child needs individually, and don't be afraid to adapt to that, because every child on the spectrum is different as far as sensory needs. But also as a parent, like, you don't want to feel like, oh man, like, are people going to know? Lean into whatever they need. That's the best I can give you. Whatever they need, give them that. Because I've always told people, especially when you have a child on the spectrum, your child is not going to change much. Your child is not going to change much. And you trying to force them to change is counterproductive. If you lean into it, it's a lot easier. It's stress-free, or less stressful, I should say. And then you also condition other people to be more aware and accepting of. So that's just what we do.
Are you able to? Do you have to pay to go into the event? There, someone asked that question.
Yes. Each swim meet that I've been to, like, you have to pay like the.
Are you meaning like to enter or to go into the gate?
Yeah.
Like if I wanted to come see your son swim.
As a spectator,
Ours
we
are
don't
free.
pay
No,
for
our
ours.
fees cover that. Our fees cover that. So spectators come in free.
Yeah, spectators come in free. I was saying, like, we pay like per event. Whenever she goes to compete, we pay per event. But spectators, we don't pay.
Well, that's interesting because with high school swimming, when we would go to the swim meets, I would have to pay to enter. I'm
Yes,
like,
high
well,
school
where's
you
my
do.
swimmer? Ma'am, this is the fee. And so I would, even though I had paid fees at the school, he rolled with the team. When I got there, I had to pay. So that was an extra expense, as well as making sure that for us living in Southwest Dallas, which is considered DeSoto, Duncanville, and Cedar Hill, we would have to travel over an hour to get to our swim meets. So because there are not a lot of pools at these high schools in Southwest Dallas. So it would take us over an hour to get to a 7 o'clock meet, and just traveling, the traffic and the gas and all that. So it did become very expensive, even for high school competition. But we certainly had the first time I went, because I don't carry cash, and I was really shocked the first time I went that I had to pay to go into the meet. Well, it was a learning lesson. So after that, now I know. But certainly it does get expensive with all sports, but even though you think swim, all they need are trunks, all they need is a swimsuit. What else we paying for or whatever? But it gets to be expensive, especially when you start traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my son has learned that I guess that it's you're more hydrodynamic if you shave your legs. So I gotta buy this whole slew of hygiene stuff for him because he's heavy on the
What
hygiene.
a junkie.
It takes him 3 hours to shave his legs. I'm like, son, come on, man. But it's working for him, so I'm trying. Y'all just pray for me, okay?
Absolutely. How old is he again?
He just turned 15.
Yeah. And when they said it with track too, you shave your legs, you can run faster. So
Yeah, we haven't had that problem yet with track. Slow down. Wait, don't give him no ideas. He might be on my
Okay.
Facebook watching this. So, but he is serious about that shade for swim.
Mhm.
Yeah. I have another question. If they don't, now I saw what Michael Phelps, how he was able to lose weight, and so since I'm dealing with weight, I'm like maybe I need to learn how to swim because you use like all the different parts of your body, and so do they eat more? What is the diet for those who are swimmers? Because I think I might have saw how you lose weight a lot.
For my daughter specifically, and like I said, she's a multi-athlete, so I have to kind of feed her carbs. She's always burning, so for her, she doesn't have anything specific. They just, she doesn't really eat too much dairy or anything, especially meat day. She just doesn't. She's gotten away from processed foods and sweets, things like that. She just doesn't like the way her body feels now when she's competing or even working out. When she first came from doing like all of her other sports like track and basketball, she came like really bulky and muscular. And so when she used to swim, it was almost like she was fighting the water because her muscles were so heavy. And so, her coach recommended that she try doing like some yoga, hot yoga, things like that, because that kind of helps you become more flexible. It stretches your muscles out. And ever since she started doing that, we could just see the shift in her that way. And so she's a lot more lean now versus like super bulky. And so, so she hasn't lost weight. She's just like stretched, if that makes sense. And so she has her own specific diet though. Like I said, mainly carbs, greens, proteins, lean meats, but not necessarily processed foods or sweets. Lots of water. I've also learned, and with track we learned this too, but with swimming as well. Staying hydrated is a big, big deal. And so just even knowing what to pack, for swim meets and all of that is important as well. Healthy snacks, nothing with too much sugar, salt, anything like that. And just, staying hydrated. So that has helped a lot with her specifically.
We try to pack for meats, like oatmeal, especially if it's kind of like 30 minutes an hour before swimming. The fruit leather stuff, like the natural fruit bars, like English muffins, those, those applesauce pouches are good to carry, bananas, don't get cramps, things like that. Those fig bar things. So anything that's kind of natural to have a little bit of carbs, those have about 30 grams of carbs, I think, in them, that people can, the kids can eat quickly. And maybe like half of those little juice boxes, or if you like to juice different things and keep those in coolers and stuff for them, pretzels, things like that.
Yeah. So for me, it's a little bit, I think, different because my son has food aversions. And in season, we have a very strict diet because, like I said, I run too. His little brother does football and jujitsu. So during in season, we don't do any bread. We don't do any sweets. MJ, my 15-year-old, he doesn't drink juice anyway. He doesn't like juice. He doesn't like sweet food. So we don't do juice. A lot of water. They killed my water filter. Water, oranges. We have plentiful oranges because they both love oranges. That's the only fruit both of them will eat. We do a lot of Pedialyte pops if I can force it down their throats. My oldest does not drink Gatorade, so we can't do that because it's also good to replace your electrolytes. especially if you're swimming multiple events or like Nikki said, transitioning from sport to sport, because cross country and swim overlap.
Yeah.
So like he has 2-a-days with swim and then cross country in the middle of the day. And so does he eat a lot? Absolutely. His breakfast is very simple. He does 4 fried eggs, and his lunch, he'll eat a salad and a meat. And then at night, kind of the same thing, salad, a vegetable or a sweet potato, something like that. No rice. And then on the day of the meet, he only eats breakfast, and after the meet, he does not eat during the meet except for oranges and maybe a granola bar. And that's pretty much it. He's very self-disciplined himself because he wants to win. So he's about 3% muscle, fat. So yeah.
How
So
many?
it's more lean muscle. That thing.
Oh yeah, he looks like he's about 18-20 muscular wise.
Gotcha.
Good. How many races per meet does your son do?
So high school, he does 4 races per meet because that's the limit. USA Swim, you can do 4 individuals and 2 relays. So they don't have enough people to do the relays right now, but he swims 4, and he typically swims back to back to back because of the events that he does. So
Yeah.
I think for us throughout the year, we eat pretty clean as it is, but when we're in season and he's doing more swim meets, he rotates swim with track, since track he only does in the summer because he's younger, but swim we do year round, so he does meets outside of summer all the other seasons. But as far as what we kind of focus on, since the food is typically the same, it's just really making sure when he gets out of the pool and he's in between that next time he's going in, he's having something. Even if he doesn't really want something, because sometimes his adrenaline is up, he's like, I just want to focus. It's like he loses the appetite a little bit.
Yeah.
And I have to really encourage him to know we got to put something in there because we burnt a lot in that last lap or so. And then 2, not, and I know this might sound strange, I'll try to explain it, but just not over hydrating. And what I mean by that is sometimes he just wants water, and I try to make sure that I cut up fresh fruit to put in his water, because everything that he's putting in, I don't want it to be flushed out with the water. I need those minerals and those vitamins still like circulating through his body.
And I think Nikki said something that was very good. We don't do processed foods during season either. No processed food. All of our meat is lean. So he has to have spaghetti the night before any event, whether it's track, cross country, swim. So our hamburger meat is always 80% or better. We don't do anything less than that. And then we grow a lot of stuff in our own yard. So a lot of
that's what we trying to get to.
A lot of our lettuce.
I'm trying to get a green thumb. Like
start simple. Start with your greens. It's the easiest. Broccoli.
Yes, some of your greens, tomatoes. Yep.
Tomatoes can be tricky. Tomatoes can be tricky.
Oh, hey, I'm a master gardener. Talk to me offline. I can help y'all set it
up. How
up.
you feel about that water, Tanisha? That's how I feel about that green thumb. I'm like, I can't get it. I'm so
we can help you tonight. You got it, girl. It's real easy.
I have over
get your almanac, Maya. You know what that is? All right, get you one of those. It's gonna help.
Okay.
Green spinach, lettuce, all those things are real easy to grow.
They are.
Little tomatoes, okra,
zucchini, squash,
cucumbers.
Okay.
Herbs, real easy, hard to kill. Even if you neglect them, they'll start. You be like, "What is that?"
Yeah, and they'll come back. They come back to life. They come back to life.
They do.
So greens.
Stay simple. Greens. Don't try to do nothing extravagant now.
Oh, and kale. You can grow kale all through the summer and the fall. Yep.
Okay.
Do that too.
Yeah.
And then you can put in their little smoothies and like juice and all that stuff.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
My kids ain't eating.
Well, greens is the thing. Yeah. Green smoothies, that'll get you going. But even to piggyback with Miss Karen's question about losing weight, I believe it's just getting in the water, Miss Karen, and walking around. For you.
Yeah, Karen, and look. Well, so the Y also has water walking classes.
Yeah.
Ours has it. You go in and walk. And I can testify more when I lived in a warm climate. I lived in Arizona. I used to run in the water and jog. And I lost 45 pounds that way.
Yeah.
Just got in
That's
every
what it's
day.
about.
And I ran for at least a minimum 30 minutes. And
It's
people
not
used to
too
think I was
much of
crazy.
swimming.
My own mom thought I was until I invited her to do it. And she was like, whoo, that's a workout. And so it does work. But you got to watch what you're eating and input and output, but it does work.
Right.
And it's very relaxing and things like that. Or just marching in the water, walking around, using the weights because of resistance,
What about our hair, girl? My
Yeah,
hair.
that hair be
What happened to
fine.
the
Your hair will be
swimming cap?
fine.
Why
Put in
What
a
happened
swim
to the
cap,
swimming caps?
put in braids, twist it
Yeah.
up.
why she got to wear
Swimming
it
cap.
fine?
Girl,
Wet it
They
before
still
you
sell
get
swimming
in.
caps, don't they?
yeah.
Huh?
Do they still sell swimming caps?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
just put it on a swimming cap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, y'all.
A
Now, Miss
plastic
Karen,
bag.
I know
When I
that.
do it, I'm gonna
I
send
know
y'all.
that.
Plastic bag. Come on.
She's not ready.
Tanisha, if you do it, I'm gonna do it.
She ain't ready.
And we're gonna take a video.
As long as we stand on our feet, I'll do it. I'll
Yeah,
do
3
it.
feet.
3 feet. You can just.
I'll go on the 5 feet because I'm 5'5", so I can.
Okay, we can do 5 feet. I was just being
Yeah.
nice.
That's
Yeah.
the challenge for y'all too.
I give them tippy toes. I'm good.
Yes,
Karen
indeed.
called
And
me.
just
I'll
walk.
go to the pool
No,
with you.
listen, and we just
I'll
walk.
take you to my pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, they're cheering you on, Karen. They said, "Come on, Karen, you can do it." In the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll walk the pool. We'll walk the pool.
Just walk the pool. That's it.
I'm with y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, then. If you do it, I'm gonna do it. Okay, you guys. This has been amazing. We might have to do a part 2, but I definitely want to do
Yeah.
one more little game with you guys, and it's gonna be the loudest cheerleader award. So I need you, each one of you, to give me 5 to 10 seconds of your best swim mom cheer doing a race.
Who
5
wanna
to
go
10
first?
seconds. Who want to go first of your best when your baby's in that water? What's your best cheer that you do when they in that water? Who first?
Ooh,
We're gonna spotlight you.
ooh.
Okay, I'll say 1, 2, 3, and then you go. Okay?
Who first?
1, 2.
Wait, who gonna do it first?
Huh?
Who gonna do first?
They just go. They just go.
I'll go first. I'll go
Okay.
first. 'Cause baby,
Okay.
I'll be having to sign. Okay, I'm loud. Let's go.
Okay,
Khadijah!
go. Let's go, girl.
Go now.
1.
Yeah.
Let's go, game! Paul! 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 You got this, baby. Let's go! Let's go! I'm that mama, baby. I'm that
Great
That was
job,
good. That
dude.
was good.
Hey,
I was gonna say,
you
you gonna
guys
get
are
pulled,
watching
okay.
this. I need y'all to tell me who's the winner because we got to pick a winner.
Right.
So Tanisha just went. Everybody's watching. So y'all keep watching. Who's next?
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay. Let me get you up there.
1, 2, 3.
Let's go, Yana. Go. You got this. Let's go. 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 You got this. Go. Come on. Let's go.
All right. Who's next?
Okay, I'll go next. Glad to.
Okay, let me get you up
Ready?
there.
1, 2, 3.
All right, boys, let's go. Pull, kick. Come on, pull. Push that stroke, stretch.
Hype me up.
All
Hype me
right.
up.
Yeah.
All right.
Who next?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. All right,
Good
let's go. That's my son right there. Arms. Let's go. Pull through. Push. You got this.
That is so good. I don't know who's gonna win. Who's the winner to that? Look, I got my little. Let me go find my little badge. This is the cheerleader award.
Awesome.
Who do y'all think they won the cheer?
Bringing all the energy. Woo!
Yes.
Yes.
Tyo 1 and 3.
So we're letting the audience choose.
Yeah, the audience tell
Okay.
us. Tie between 1 and 3. That's what LaWanda said.
Who's three?
Tanisha was 1, and then 3 was
Angelique.
Angelique. Then Tammy got 1. That's 2 for 1. Who else? If those are only 2, it's 3. Tanisha, you won.
Wow!
Yay, Janisha.
Now I'm worse at the
Yes, the loudest cheerleader award.
Yes.
Awesome. You ladies, I thank you guys for taking the time out to come and be a part of this. Like I said, we wanted to start honoring what we are doing as women in all areas. And so that's why we're doing the first National Swim Mom Day, and we honor you guys. We thank you guys for coming on. And I want to personally give you guys a t-shirt. So if you tell me, give me your address when we're off, I had a t-shirt made so you can wear the National Swim Mom Day t-shirt. Behind every great swimmer is a mom who never misses a lap.
Oh, thanks.
After we're done, you guys send me a message. If you send me your address, I will get these made and put it in the mail for you guys. And so we really, really appreciate you guys. Big Mama Kawashi, y'all got anything else before we close?
Yeah, I just enjoyed the amazing stories. Like I say, you get to hear the other side, what they endured and sacrificing on a daily basis with their children. So just amazing, guys. It was good to hear from y'all. Nice to meet you guys, and happy National Swim Moms Day.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Can I just say I appreciate all the moms on here because I love y'all stories and y'all keep pushing people, encouraging people to swim.
Right.
That's for sure.
Yes. Big Mama, you got anything?
Oh, I had a great time. Enjoy meeting you ladies. Keep making that sacrifice to those early morning swim meets. It's a push. So you go.
Ladies, I wanted to we're starting our season 4. It's going to start next week on the 29th for Can We Talk Sports. And so we are looking at some different little things that we're doing for the season. And so I would like to share a sneak preview of the trailer that we're putting out of our avatar. So I just wanted to share it with you guys.
We're back, y'all.
Don't miss your chance to laugh with Big Mama. You know I got something to say, and it's gonna make you laugh and think. 'Cause see, life, it's like gumbo, messy, spicy. But baby, if you stir it right, whoo, it's good for the soul.
Big Mama stay dropping gem, but this season, we're turning the whole court upside down.
We've got guests, games, real talk, sports mom style.
Season 4, it's live, it's us, and baby, we just getting started.
Season 4, oh, it's bold, it's real, and trust me, we're taking it there.
Season 4, it's live, it's us, and
we got something to say.
That's AI technology, y'all.
I just want to know how Ari should get to look like a supermodel.
Oh, baby, I was going to say.
No, what?
AI, y'all. That's what AI will do for you. It'll make you look. So I just wanted to share that with everybody. And again, thank you so much for you guys being a part of this show. And we really appreciate it and hope to connect. So next year when we have it, maybe we have a meetup somewhere where y'all let's come together, have some drinks and just hang out. We got to celebrate each other, you guys, because life is short. So we really appreciate you guys. All right. I know y'all.
Go see your babies this
Have a good night, ladies.
Right. Have a good night. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
Let's go.